What is going on, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to Football Manager 2019, where I left you yesterday. It was a bit of a nail-biter. We were on the edge of our seats, and we are waiting to see what Liverpool do today. It is 9 a.m. on the 3rd of May 2022, and Liverpool are about to play Crystal Palace. Liverpool have lost the league at Crystal Palace before. Can they do it again? They are the favourites to win. However, the Liverpool side that you know and potentially love, depending on what team you play for, or support rather, they're not really firing on all cylinders. So Harry Wilson appears to be... Oh, he's loaned out to us. Wait. No, he's loaned out to Burnley. I'm in a different universe. Under is injured. Nitcham, who has played against us several times, he's very unhappy and injured. Van Dijk is being rested, and Ndombele is also injured. There is a lot of fatigue floating around, and the reason for that is because their fixture congestion is mental. They are literally playing every other day. We're not going to watch the game this time. I'm just going to skip forward and hope that Crystal Palace can do the job. Palace are not playing for anything. They are very, very... they're safe, let's be honest. All the relegation teams have been confirmed. They're not playing for anything. Liverpool need a win. What happened? They won 3-1. Of course they did. I mean, it's over. It's done. In that one game, they've won the league. Well, I mean... To say that I'm disappointed is a little understatement. To be honest, I don't know, 2 episodes ago, I wouldn't have even said it was possible. In fact, I said to you, I'll be back for the FA Cup final. And the fact that we managed to push Liverpool to the second to last game of the season, yeah, we've done well. I mean, we've hit 90 points. 3 teams are probably going to hit 90 points this season, and 2 of them are obviously going to have to miss out. We have finished second again, though, barring an unbelievable meltdown at Brighton. If they beat us like 5-0 and Man City win 3-0, then they go above us. But, yeah, it looks like we're about to finish second again for the 3rd season running. Will we ever win the league? So, it's the final day of the season. It doesn't really mean anything to us. In fact, what I might... Nah, we'll play Butland. I was going to say we might just play Ruddy, but I do kind of want to win it just to make it look a lot better for the end, you know. But either way, we've got Bauer at right back, Broughton and Markovic with Baba at left back. That could be his last game, to be fair. He is wanted. He has wanted to leave. Whether he remains or not, I don't know. It's always the same teams that want your players, though, isn't it? It's Tottenham, it's Manchester United, it's Arsenal in that instance, but it's the Atleticos, literally, Man United, Tottenham, Atletico Madrid, sometimes Real Madrid. All the teams, look at that, Tottenham in there again, Man United in there again, Real Madrid this time, Arsenal are there. Who else? Who wants Alex Telles? Okay, fair enough, Monaco and Barcelona. Who want Gelin? Sevilla, and they may very well get him in the summer as well. But either way, Jovelic apparently is on course to break the assists record this season. Yeah, that's right. Our striker, who has scored 25 goals in 32 league games this year, could be about to break the Premier League assists record. He's already equalled it, apparently. I don't know who he's equalled. I don't know who it was. But if he gets 1 assist in this game, then he will have the Premier League assist record. Mariano, who got so many goals last year, 28 and 37, has just not been at the races this year. He's nearly played as many games, although most of them have come off the bench, to be fair. I don't know what happened to him. I do not know what happened to him. But either way, let's get into the game. We've got a much weakened side out there. I'm playing Asensio, by the way, because he's cup-tied for the FA Cup. So he obviously can't play. What I should be doing, realistically, though, is playing Florian Thauvin in this game because he can't play against Spurs. I don't know whether I've brought him. I'm assuming I have. I'll have a look in a minute whether I brought him on the bench. If I have, then he will be one of the first subs. I have. He'll be one of the first subs to come on, assuming maybe half-time. Hopefully we can get a goal before half-time. And then we'll bring Berardi off and bring Florian Thauvin on. I should have really done that beforehand. But then again, Asensio can't play left mid anyway. So here is Asensio in on goal, and he makes it his 20th of the season. An assist for the Out of favour, England international Morgan Gibbs-White. A lot of media press, is that a thing, surrounding him, saying that he should be dropped from the England team because he's not performing. Performs well enough for me. I just don't play him as much as I should do. Pascal Gross with an effort. Good save from Jack Butland. Are Liverpool beating Newcastle? No, they're drawing 0-0. Not that it matters at this stage, like I say, because even if they were to lose 54-0 and we win 99-0, we still can't win the league. But Knockout's picked a knock-up. And he looks like he might have to be brought off, actually. Here's Bauer with a ball in toward Berardi, and it's been cleared. That would have been nice. 2-goal cushion at the break. I do want Jovelic to get himself an assist, actually. I wouldn't mind if he got another goal as well, but an assist is very important to him. I do want him to break that record. He's equalled it, but I'd like him to break it. Here's Prato. Ball played over the top. Bauer in there to collect. He's obviously playing his last game today, Bauer, unless he somehow gets on in the final, because he's agreed a free transfer away from the club, which means we are going to need to go either get a main right back for the first team or just a backup. So we'll have a look at that in probably in the next episode through the summer. There's Knockout with potentially, and that's because I took the mick, isn't it? That's potentially his last move of the game, though. I mean, Brighton are relegated. They're not playing for anything other than pride here. Here's Asensio with a corner. Thought maybe we'd get a penalty then. Thiago Maia chasing it down, playing his first game in a long time. Plays a good ball into the box. Jovelic will be credited with that assist, and he's broken the record. Asensio has scored to make it 2-1, and Jovelic got a touch, and that's the assist that he wanted. It's surprising to me that there hasn't been a player, this is real life obviously, who hasn't got more than 13 assists. I mean, that's a lot, sure, but surely there's, in a Manchester City team or a Man United team back in the early 2000s or something, there's bound to be a player with more than 13 assists. That seems relatively low to me, at least. I don't know. Either way, we are 2-1 up. I didn't take Berardi off. I think it's time to do that now. Just don't want a knock or anything like that. I'm going to have to play. Ryan Kent has to come on because he needs a little bit of match fitness. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play someone. I'm going to play him out of position. If I put him on support, maybe we take Jovelic off because he's broken that record. But we've only played 57. Do you know what? We'll leave it like that. It's a very unbalanced team, but we'll leave it like that for now and just hope that we don't end up conceding because of that gap. Not that we'd know, but Butland clears it out. Good touch into Gibbs-White. Looks to play it through to Mariano, and that's a goal. I'm guessing it won't be his last for the club, but you never know what happens in the summer, especially at this club. There's me saying, I don't think we'll be doing an awful lot, and sometimes I say we will do a lot, and then the complete opposite happens. But 65 minutes on the clock, it might be time to think about resting players for this FA Cup final. We do have about a week or so, I think, before that final takes place, but I just don't want to risk any injury, really. Ryan Kent could do with playing a little bit. Then we can switch in. I tell you what we do. We don't take Asensio off. We take Gibbs-White off instead. Asensio can play as a shadow striker. We'll leave it like that, and we'll take off Jovelic. We'll leave Mariano on, and we'll bring on, I was going to say Duncan, but apparently I didn't bring him with me. Well, what an idiot I am. Douglas Luiz, can you play there? Not really. Well, I am an idiot. Thiago Maia is going to have to play there. Central midfield defend, and Douglas Luiz can play as a Volante attack rather than support. And there we go. That's how we're going to line up for the final 25 minutes or so. Knockout still on the pitch, despite literally being like 60% fit. I mean, he's really risking an injury. Not that it matters for future games, but if he picks up a serious knock, it could really affect his performance further along down the line. Here is Asensio for a hat-trick. It's a great save by Walton. It's a shame he couldn't put that ball in. Liverpool have bottled the last game of the season against Newcastle, although saying that, if they've made it to the Europa League final, as a team that I have got money on have just scored a goal, then I guess they've just been resting players, have they? Yeah, still 0-0 against Newcastle. Surprising stuff. But it doesn't matter to us, of course. It doesn't affect anything. We still would have finished second. Ball's bobbling around a little bit. We've managed to win it back. There's Markovic. There's about a minute 10 before the end of this game, which means there could be something in this. There's Asensio. He loses it. Ball comes forward. Can Brighton get a consolation? No, not today. A minute left, and we are literally just knocking it around, waiting for that final whistle to close the curtain on another season and send us into that FA Cup final. He goes down, Asensio. It is going to be a penalty, and I would like it if I could get Asensio to be the penalty taker, although I'm pretty sure I've missed my chance here. Set piece takers. No, penalty. Wait. Set piece takers, throw-ins, free kicks, penalties. Where is he? Asensio. It's actually not a bad penalty taker. We'll put him above Berardi. I'll actually remove Berardi. Allow players who have scored 2 goals to take penalty. Yeah, there you go. That's brilliant. Confirm the changes. Let's play on and see if that takes effect. I kind of want him to get his hat-trick. Not that it matters in the slightest. But there we go. I think he would have taken it anyway because he was on a hat-trick. Can he dispatch to make it 4-1 and to get a hat-trick? Oh, of course he can. That is a penalty taker right there. Man City have won 4-1 on the day. So have we. Both away from home. And Liverpool have bottled it. Not that they really needed to win anyway. But there we go. I'm very happy that he's got himself a hat-trick. That's how Asensio signs off because he won't be playing in the FA Cup, of course. We've had a good season. Regardless of whether we win the FA Cup or not, we have had a good season. Were it not for literally Liverpool's freak, unprecedented performance, we would have won the league. Liverpool were not meant to do that well this year. They dropped off last year. Of course, they finished 5th. And it was a massive surprise to us that they were even there. And there they are. But, I mean, Man City dropped off. That was a slight surprise, I guess. I say they dropped off. 90 points is not a drop-off. I just want to point that out. We've achieved greatness in hitting 93 points. But unfortunately, we just weren't good enough. And that does concern me going into next year, really, because for as good as we are, we have done, stupidly well to get 93 points. That is a points target that next year will probably elude us for sure. But we've set another standard again, though, haven't we? 3 seasons running now, we finished 2nd. We are an established top 2 team. So there's something to be proud of, definitely. Let's praise Asensio and go and see if we can win the FA Cup to round off what I believe to have been a pretty successful season. Some awards to tell you about then. Asensio has been named as Footballer of the Year, which that is surprising to me, actually. He got 13 assists as well, so he's equaled the record. If he got an assist in that game instead of Jovelic, he would have broken the record as well. It only told me about Jovelic, but he got 21 goals and 13 assists. That apparently was enough to give him the Player of the Year award. We'll congratulate him on that. That has surprised me though, because for as well as he's played, obviously half of it was for Chelsea and the other half was for us. For as well as he's played, I feel like Jovelic has done better. 25 goals, 14 assists. Surely, 7.61. I suppose, technically speaking, Asensio has been the better player in match rating. But 32 appearances, 25 goals, 14 assists. 34 appearances. So he's done this in less time than Asensio. I would have given it to Jovelic, but either way, he has been given the top goal scorer, and he was named as Young Player of the Year. Okay, maybe we'll let them off. I'm not sure. Team of the Year, we've had Butland, Mia, Asensio, Jovelic, and Mariano. Mariano was named in Team of the Year. I don't know about that one. I'm thinking Torre is annoyed, to be honest. I think Torre would be very, very annoyed that he wasn't named in that squad. Mariano, Player of the Year. Or in Team of the Year, sorry. I mean, he's good enough on paper, sure, but... Really? Compared to someone like Torre? I don't know. Jovelic contract bonus activated. Team of the Year bonus 86,000. Top goal scorer bonus 86,000. We can afford that. Speaking of affording, the club have been given the initial budgets. It happened last night, but there was a lot going on. I couldn't really click on to record to show you the initial budget. But wait, can I just search it up here? There we go. So we've got the email. We've been given a 1.9 million wage budget with an 81.5 million transfer budget, which is unbelievable. I was not expecting that amount of money, if I'm honest. But we've been given it. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. The club is not as rich as the transfer budget, though. But I've got a feeling that we will be... I've got a feeling we'll be moving some players on this season anyway, so we will be able to create our own extra sort of transfer buffer. I think Stulak could very well find his way out of the club. Bauer is obviously going. That's going to be a little bit off wages. There's a few other players dotted around the place. A lot in the under-23s, actually, that could be on their way out, and they are valued relatively highly. Alex Telles may very well have just ruled himself out of the FA Cup final. The team to face Tottenham in the FA Cup final is this. Butland, Baba at left back because Alex Telles fell over and he's injured. Markovic and Mia as the two centre-backs. Broughton is on the bench. Bauer is not my right back. Vagnoman is my right back. I'm glad I read that out loud because that would have been... annoying. Douglas Luiz in the middle. Gibbs White is going to be the central midfield player. Alex Hunt, obviously, he's just come back from injury, I think. Was he injured or was he sent off? No, Stulak was the one that was sent off. Yeah, so he's just come back from injury, Alex Hunt. He remains on the bench for now. Berardi right, Kent left, Torre behind Jovelic, Mariano on the bench, and... everyone is relatively fit. Ryan Kent not exactly 100% match fit, and the reason is because A, he was injured, and B, I've been playing Asensio a lot because it's Asensio and the guy is absolutely incredible. Cup tied, of course, today, and Florian Thauvin is ineligible to play against his former side, or his current team actually, his parent club, because he is, of course, on loan and will be returning at the end of this game, really. I think transfer business will start at the end of this game. We will go and look to offload Duncan to Crystal Palace because they're interested, see if they want to give us a decent amount for him. Gibbs White have just had one lashed over the bar. We are going to need to go and get either a replacement for Florian Thauvin, someone who can come in and do a job as a sub, or someone to replace Berardi and then drop Berardi into that sort of rotation role. I don't know how happy he'd be about that, but... that's going to be something that we have to sort out further along down the line because we have to win back-to-back FA Cups today. Let's see if we can do it. One highlight so far. This is the second. We had the first one. Can we have the second? Baba played down the left. Plays a good ball into the box. It's bobbing around. Kent has had his shot saved. Say saved. It's gone wide, apparently. It always looks like it gets saved. Good effort from him. We're not dominating, but we're having our fair share of chances. At the moment... we've not taken them. 0-0 at the break. Very boring FA Cup final. Only two things to really speak of. A Gibbs White effort that went over and a Kent shot that went wide. But anything can happen and that's a great challenge. Ball comes over the top to Mbabu. Played into the area, defended well, and Torre gets it clear. Plays a long ball to no one. I thought that was a great ball. Then I realised there's no one there. Highlight then, 3 minutes into the second half. Apparently we just like to stand with it in our own box. Ball play through to Baba, who goes on a run. We need Kent to run around the outside of him here. He hasn't. We've lost the ball. There's the Ukrainians' ball over the top to Harry Kane. Great save from Jack Butland, a player who has been with us since the very beginning. In fact, him and Bauer, and Abdoulaye Touré to a degree, but we didn't use him for the first 2 seasons. They are the only 2 people to remain in this Stoke team since the team that we took over. But that was a very good chance, and it was well saved by the goalkeeper. We are going to need to insert a little bit of life into this game, though, because at the moment it's not. It's how the league game went against them. Remember? I thought we were just going to bottle that, and in the end, with 10 men, we managed to score. Torre has got the goal. Gibbs White gets so many assists. It's a great ball into the penalty area. Wouldn't necessarily have put him on the end of it because he's not that tall, but he has the goal. We've broken the deadlock. We are 1-0 up. 20 minutes to go. Ryan Kent needs to come off. I don't have anyone who can come on for him. I'm lying. I've got Harrit. He hasn't played a game of football since, I would say, December. If not even later or earlier than that, sorry. Baba could do a coming off as well, but I didn't bring Alex Telles with me because he's injured. So he's going to have to remain on and hope that we've done enough here. Harrit comes on in an FA Cup final in the first game he's played in like 6 months, maybe 5 months. 4 or 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes even from time. What do we want to do here? Do we want to bring on Mariano, or is that something we do if they equalise? I feel bad if it's stupid that I feel guilty about not playing certain people. Who needs to come off, really? But besides Baba, I would say maybe Gibbs White or Berardi. Can't take Berardi off because again we don't have any replacement right mids. So let's take Gibbs White off. We'll bring on Alex Hunt. We'll put him into a box-to-box or a central midfielder, automatic, I think makes sense. I kind of want to keep a sub just in case, because there's no reason. I wouldn't want to do... I'm not going to make a defensive sub, so I'd rather keep Mariano just in case we need him, rather than bring him on now when we don't need him. Does that make sense? They have a highlight. We are 4 or 5 minutes from time. Ball played over. The Ukrainian gets a shot off. It's a great save from the goalkeeper. Corner comes in. Defended by Markovic. The youngster comes out to Jovelic. Needs to hold it up, and he does. There's Harrit. He looks less than sharp. Terrible ball from him. Okay, I'm just going to break up the play a little bit here. I am going to bring on Mariano for Torre. If it does go into extra time... He's on the field now. We've played a minute past stoppage time, full time. We have retained the FA Cup. Well. When was the last time a team did that? Probably Man United or something. Very, very happy about that. That's for damn sure. A little bit of silverware to keep us going. We're just topping up the cabinet. It was a relatively even game. They had their chances. Butland has basically kept us in it twice there. He saved a one-on-one with Harry Kane, and he also saved a shot from the Ukrainian Viktor Shaigankov. That was a good bit of goalkeeping from him. Well done. 6 saves, clean sheet. I would say man of the match in my opinion, but there we are. The FA Cup win. Stoke win FA Cup again, and that's right. We are going to be known as the FA Cup winners soon. I'm going to try and win it next year. Let's do a treble. Not the treble you're thinking of. Ryan Kent injured. Doesn't matter because obviously it's the end of the season. FA Cup bonuses paid out. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I never expect to win the FA Cup because it's one of those like tricky competitions. You often get drawn against some big teams. I don't necessarily prioritise it. We've only been given 1.8 million, and I've paid about $1 million out in bonuses to Melagoni, who barely played in the FA Cup, Alex Telles, who missed the final, and George Mia, who, to be fair to him, has had a very, very important role to play throughout the entire season. Squad bonuses pay out for the FA Cup. We've paid out 1.4 million shared in bonuses for the FA Cup. To add to that, the million in individual bonuses makes 2.4 million. And we only got 1.8 for winning the competition. So we've lost money by winning the FA Cup. Love it. And there we go. There we go indeed. It's the 14th of May. We've literally just won the FA Cup. And on the back of that, Duncan. I'm going to offer him out. And I'm going to see if Crystal Palace give me a little nibble. Like I said, Bauer is gone. He's got a future transfer leaving the club in June. I think Corrigan could be time for him to move on because he's just not getting played. I feel bad for him. Let's offer him out. It's just wasting his career, really. Like I said, there's a lot of players in the under-23s that will be a lot of players in the under-23s that will be moving on this year. I'm going to try and cut out as much of the dead wood as I possibly can, and we'll see where that leaves us. But in terms of these players now, because obviously Corrigan I'm going to try and get rid of. Tovan will go back. Bauer's been transferred out. Duncan, who is down here, he theoretically is going to be sold. I think Stulak could be on that list as well. Not valued highly, 2.6 million. He's a good player. If he's happy to play second fiddle to the likes of, well, whoever plays in the centre of midfield next season. At the moment, Gibbs White and Alex Hunt are the two sort of central midfield players. But if he's happy to play second fiddle to all of those and just be a backup, he's more than welcome to stay because he's been so well for us, done so well for us. He's only played 14 times this season, hasn't really moaned about first team football, so maybe we'll keep hold of him just as a rotation player, especially we've got, again, FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League, and the league to focus on. Harriet will go back to Monaco. I'm probably going to try and keep hold of Mariano. Gellin is a player that I really like, but he could very well be on his way. We only paid 8.5 million, so he could be on his way out this season. How many times did we play him? 16 games he played this year. Not a tremendous amount. But that's for tomorrow's episode. I'm going to try and show you a lot of transfer stuff. We do have 80 or so million to spend. Hopefully going to try and raise another maybe 40, 50, depending on who decides to actually leave and who doesn't. But yeah, fingers crossed we can have a good window. Next season is the season we win some major silverware. I'm talking Premier League, I'm talking Champions League, one of them. I don't care which, I want to win one. Not sure we're quite good enough to win the Champions League, but we'll have to wait and see. If you have enjoyed that though, do me a favour and smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.